Hi, this is Gatlin at Carriage Town Ministries. In the book of Isaiah, we find a theme verse that we're using for this year. And God says, "Behold, I'm doing a new thing." It seems that God is always doing new things. God is a God of creation, and He wants to create in each of us a new creation. In just a second, you're going to hear 3 stories, testimonies about how God has done a new thing in the lives of some of our residents. Take a listen.
So a new thing that God is doing in my life is giving me the ability to wake up and take my children to school. It sounds like just the basics to other people, but for me, it's a really big deal. He's given me the ability to work in ministry with like-minded people, or even people from different walks of life that I've been in their same position. But let me tell you a little bit about my story. So back in January, I had left Odyssey House. That's where I gained my recovery. My clean date was October 22nd of last year. This January 23, I had left the program. I had my kids with me, but I didn't have anywhere to go. I tried Carriage Town several times before, but I wasn't able to successfully complete it due to my substance abuse. So when I left Odyssey House and I had nowhere to go, I said, okay, let me just give it a shot. Let me see if they'll let me back in, just to see. I called and I spoke with one of the directors, and I just asked her, I said, just if you would please just give me this last chance, this one chance, I won't disappoint you. I'm gonna just do whatever I need to do to get my life comfortable, and then I'll be out of your hairs. So she gave me a shot. I came back and stayed clean and sober. I feel like Carriage Town played a huge part. If they hadn't let me back in, I don't think it would have been as easy to maintain my sobriety. Once I found my place, and I had just went up to one of the ladies, Miss Brittany, and I said, what would you do to like obtain a job like this? And she said, you just fill out an application. And I was like, okay, that's it? And she's like, yeah, fill out an application and send us your resume, and that was that. And so once I did that, she contacted me and gave me an interview, and I did a 2-part interview with her and Mr. Dallas Gatlin, which was terrifying, but successful, because I'm here and I'm working. I want to say the new thing that is going on with me mainly that I know is going to help me throughout the rest of my life is my faith in God and the strength that He's given me.
How I came to Carriage Town was my living situations. I was getting into big arguments with the person I was staying with, and I couldn't do it anymore. I prayed about it, and God literally led me here. After a couple devotions, I decided to just stop drinking because it was like they was talking to me. Ever since then, I've been clean, 8 months, no drinking. A couple weeks later, they offered me a transitional job at the bakery. A couple weeks later, I applied for Lear, and a couple weeks after that, I got hired in Lear, and God been showing out ever since. Yeah, before I got here, I was struggling with anger problems. I'm still managing it, but it got way better. God literally helped me not to react so quick and depend on Him. That was like one of my biggest things I had to learn, and I'm still learning. But it got way better. Like if you hear and you really want it, like it'll work. Like, but you gotta be focused and really on track and really praying every day. And it really happened. I just got approved for my housing a couple weeks ago, and yeah.
So I was in Miami, and my mother passed away, my father passed away, and became homeless. Had an opportunity to change my life in a way, moved to Saginaw. That definitely didn't work out. Wanted to walk back to Miami, and I only made it as far as Flint, and here I am. Being in Carriage Town actually put my life back into perspective because it gives you structure, and that's what I didn't have in my life, and that's what I got. And I got on top of that, I really enjoyed the time. As a matter of fact, I liked all the devotions. I made it a point to try to go to every single one. When I started working as a transitional employee, I was, just janitorial. And then from there, I went to the transitional housing. And then in the transitional housing, I got the full-time. I moved out of the transitional housing and got my own apartment. And now I'm still working here. I don't want to leave, never ever. What has God done for me in my life, right? You can say every part of my life has been touched by God. My housing, my job, the people I'm meeting, you know, basically everything I'm doing is just because of God. Because if it wasn't for Him, I definitely wouldn't be here. Definitely not.
You've just heard some great stories from 3 of our residents. I know you have a story too. In their stories, you heard of new direction, new hope, new resolve to let God help make changes in their lives. I've let this happen in my life, and I bet you have too. If you haven't, give it a try. Just trust in Christ and let Him show you what His plan is for your life. He will definitely give you wisdom and resource your plans if they're His plans. Remember, in Him we live and move and have our being. The Bible tells us in the book of John that in Him is life, and that life is the light of mankind. So let His light shine into your life and create a new thing. Remember, God's got a new thing for you.